Welcome back, my dear tarot pals, to another Pick a Card reading. We are today looking at October 2023. What does the month bring for you? Welcome if you've just found me through an algorithm search. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Threads. I do offer paid personal readings. You will find information of everything that you need to know in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. If it's a second reading that you're watching for me, I don't know what you're waiting for if you haven't yet hit the subscribe button. So a tiny bit of energy exchange goes a long way. As always, my heartfelt gratitude to my clients who keep me busy, which is why you see less videos nowadays. And to the lovely tarot pals who check up on me on Instagram and on YouTube. I read every single comment that you guys leave me. There is a timeless reading playlist on this channel. Feel free to reach out to that particular playlist. If you don't see a new video out, there is a topic that I've already covered, and it's a timeless reading, which means whenever you need guidance, you will find it right there in that playlist. Without much ado, today we are looking at what does October bring for your career, money, finances, your family, your relationships, your health and spirituality. We have selected 3 different charms right there, as you can see, and I'm going to do it slightly different than we usually do. We're going to first make 3 different piles with you on the camera today, and then if you want to skip directly to the pile that we've made, that's okay. But if you do like to watch the cards being pulled out and you feel more connected to your reading when you do that, I do recommend you to stick around for that pile preparation, okay? So I'm not going to place the charms yet. I'm first going to look at the 3 piles and then energetically give each of them one particular pile, okay? One particular charm. Let's start with pile number 1, October. I'm going to take out 3 major arcanas, and since the first one's out, we'll keep it here. This is for career, money, finances. Then we'll look at the second major arcana for family and relationships. So love and relationships for pile number 1. Go with that, and since this one was ready, we'll take this for health and spirituality. So that's your 3 different cards right there. For pile number 2, 3 major arcanas, please. First for career, money, finances for the month of October. Pile number 2, career, money, finances for the month of October. We'll go with this. Okay, for relationships and family, we'll go with this one. And for health and spirituality, we'll look at this one. Okay, that's pile number 2. Pile number 3, what can we expect for pile number 3 in the month of October? For career, money, finances, that's option 1, that's card 1. For love and relationships, let's go with this one. And for health and spirituality, let's go with this, okay? So that's 3 different major arcana. Ready? Let's keep it here. Okay, now I'm going to look at some oracle card guidance for pile number 1 for the month of October. What is the oracle guidance, Spirit? Thank you. One more shuffle, please. And here we go. So 1, 2, and 3. That's pile number 1. Guidance for the month of October for pile number 2. We'll take 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and guidance for the month of October for pile number 3. We'll go with 1, 2, and 3. If you like me are already getting drawn to more than one pile, remember this is a general reading, so that's very much likely to happen, as you may have messages across 2 different piles. We are going to look at some self-care cards next to see what self-care rituals, what routines should you be doing in the month of October. Pile number 1, self-care, please. Thank you. Okay, we have 1. I want to go with this one, 2, and 3. Okay, pile number 2, self-care for the month of October. Let's cut this. Okay, I don't know why. I automatically flipped it. So maybe pile 2, so you had to see this. Okay, that's first card. I just flipped it for some reason. Okay, and we have 2 and we have 3. Okay, and for pile number 3, self-care. Okay, yours has already flipped. So pile 3s also get to see one thing about their peekaboo. 2, and we take one more. And 3, here we go. Okay, and we're now going to look at some tarot cards for different aspects of your life. In fact, I'm drawn to say that let's do the tarot. See, this is why I love shuffling and making the pile preparation in camera, because that's how the process actually is. You know, sometimes you get a message from spirit that you want to do this ready in hand. Sometimes you want to, I'm actually very drawn to take out the tarot cards while we go ahead and do the reading. I'm going to take out some Sai Baba Oracle guidance to finish off our piles. Pile number 1. What is Baba's guidance for pile number 1 for the month of October? Sai Ram's guidance, okay. Sai Ram's guidance for pile number 2 for the month of October, and for pile number 3. Okay, we have our 3 piles ready to go. Let me quickly place the charms. Oops, sorry, I shook the camera. Hold on. Here you go. Okay, that's up pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. Here we go. Okay then. Now let's get each of them. So for option number 1, I feel like I want to go with the Dragonfly. So we'll put the Dragonfly on option number 1. For option number 2, we'll go with the Owl. Okay. And for option number 3, we'll go with the Hamsa. Okay. That is your 3 separate charms to pick from, or the piles that you're drawn to. Again, if you do feel drawn to more than one pile, listen to your intuition. It may be guiding you to multiple messages. On that note, I will see you in your respective piles, pile number 1, 2, and 3. Hello and welcome pile number 1s. If you have picked the Dragonfly as the charm, first let's talk about the charm itself. What messages does the charm bring? Dragonfly is very connected to spirituality, which means a spiritual awakening. It's also related to the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius could be an important timeline for you, the zodiac season of Aquarius. It could also mean somebody with significant Aquarius placement would be relevant for you in the month of October. The Dragonfly also talks about letting go of ego, letting go of rigidity, letting go of anywhere wherein you feel like it has to be just your way, otherwise you cannot be happy, learning to surrender and learning to enjoy every ride as it comes. Those are some messages that the Dragonfly brings, okay? Let's dive into, first of all, in fact, let's do it a little differently. We'll get into the career, money, finances a little later. Hold on, pile 1s. I'm always deciding how I want to run a reading when I am at pile 1. So let's do this. Let's bring in our 3 major arcanas first. So we have this one for career, money, finances for the month of October. We have Chariot for you. Okay. For love and relationships, sorry, this one was love and relationships. We have the Judgment. I'm not taking reversals for this part of the reading. And we have for health and spirituality, Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Now let's look at your tarot cards before I start talking. I already am getting a couple of messages, but I just want to get the tarot part done before we start talking and telling you about the messages here, okay? So for the month of October, pile number 1 for the month of October. What's going on? What can they expect? What's happening in the month of October? Okay, we have 7 of Cups, okay, just a second, I'm just trying to adjust the view here. Okay, Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Death card. We have another major arcana showing up for you for the month of October. Okay. And your underlying energy is Five of Wands. Okay. Like we saw with the Dragonfly, and now kind of makes sense why we see the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands showing up here. Okay, now this will apply to both your professional as well as, I'd initially thought we'll start this reading doing by career first, love later, but I feel like for you it's a mix of energies coming in, so we'll just talk about messages, okay? First of all, there has been something that you have been competing for, fighting against competition for, which in the month of October will reach a place, will reach a build-up wherein you would need to decide, do you still want to continue to fight for this, which is the Nine of Wands. This is a general reading, so of course there's going to be a diversion between, what each of you pick, because it's different energies for each of you. For some of you, the message is that if there's something that you've been fighting to win, fighting to get over, fighting to make it happen, okay, whether professionally or in a relationship or for a spiritual journey that you're at, you're going to be questioning yourself because you're going to get other options. Okay, so let's say you've been trying to figure out a project, you get different options of not finishing it and maybe going a different road, or you get options in relationships wherein you're battling to keep one active while you get better partners show up. So it's going to be playing out differently for each of you, but October brings you an opportunity to get more options against something that you've been fighting for, and then comes the moment of decision. Do you wish to continue with all the resilience and perseverance that you've decided to stick around for this fight, or do you want to let go of the old battles, of the battles that no longer serve you, of things that have reached their absolute peak and there's no point fighting this anymore, and let the death happen for a new beginning, for a new cycle, for the wheel to turn? Okay, this will play out differently in different aspects of everybody's life who's watching pile number one, but there is clearly something ending, a change of events, a fate turning, and movement happening for many of you. For some of you in this pile, you will be buying or thinking of buying a new vehicle. Okay, there is also an opportunity for many of you to redo a project, redo a relationship, redo a conversation that did not go right the previous time because you were confused, you didn't know what you wanted, you were figuring out, you had very conflicting thoughts around, do I want to take this offer, do I want to go ahead with this person, do I want to take this journey? There was a confusion in the past due to which that conversation did not really sail well, and in the month of October you will get an opportunity to redo that conversation with somebody else. Okay, Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune together always talks about a huge spiritual awakening as an opportunity, with the fact that you have death there. Now when I say spiritual awakening, please remember, I know you guys watch a lot of tarot readings and people are like, what is this spiritual awakening that I'm getting in every other tarot read as a message? But my life looks very simple. When we say spiritual awakening, it's not like one day morning you wake up and you feel like I'm a monk and I know all the answers, or one day morning you wake up and you're done with your shadow work. It's a process. It is continuous and it is happening. When we specially mention it, or the cards indicate towards a spiritual awakening, that means while it's a continuous process that is anyway happening even when you're not conscious of it, when the cards indicate that there is one coming up, it just means that you're going to feel it, you're going to notice it, there are going to be events that make you feel like, okay, this is a very specific message. Some of you in pile number one have always believed that you're not very lucky. Things become hard for you. Other people get it easy. October will bring you, and notice this, journal it, and come back and tell me in the comment section below if it happens for you. There will be certain instances wherein you will be like, wow, that's lucky. I didn't know I'm going to get that. I'm usually not so lucky. And if you have those moments, remember to give gratitude. Okay, it's a brilliant month when it comes to finances or money. There is going to be gifts received for many of you. Some of you, you may get this from a grandmother or an elderly parent or something. But financially, there is definitely growth happening. There's definitely an opportunity to make money and to make fast money for some of you. What you need to be very mindful of when it comes to your money in the month of October is anybody asking you for loan, anybody asking you for any kind of a credit, or you falling into a credit card debt. Okay, if you have a credit card debt that you've been ignoring and you've been brushing off, this is a month for you that the universe says you need to look at it right now, or the events will turn suddenly so bad that you know, it's like, 2 months that you felt like, oh, there's some backlog financials that I need to figure out, but you're not really getting to, and then something happens in the month of November that just blows the financial situation out of the blue, if you know what I mean, right? So be mindful of where the money is going. Do not lend money to anybody in the month of October. There is an eclipse happening, a solar and a lunar eclipse, and it is happening in the Aries Libra placement. So look at where is Aries Libra, North Node and South Node axis. So look at where does Aries and Libra sit in your individual birth charts. If you don't know how to find a birth chart, you can always go ahead online and just find millions of birth chart makers free of cost. Astro Matrix is one, Astro Sage is another. But check where Aries and Libra fall into your birth chart. Which houses do they rule? Okay. For your career, and especially if you're a student or if you are working in a 9 to 6 job, there is an opportunity for you to conquer something, to get control of something that has been out of control. Everybody has been doing just their own thing, and to be a leader, step up as a leader if you can be clear-headed as to what your action plan is. So if you've been trying to get an approval for something, or if you've been trying to make people at work see your point of view, all you need to be mindful of is your communication style. Are you saying things in simplified, easy way for other people to figure it out, and they will start lining up with you, okay? The fact that in your relationships, we had the major arcana of judgment. This indicates two things. One, be mindful of harshly judging yourself or your loved ones or your family members for their intent. Their intent may actually be very pure, but you're in that mental mind space and you're nitpicking on someone's intention. So of self and of others as well. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't be too harsh on the people you love as well. The Judgment card also talks about the second thing, which is what we touched upon already, which is the spiritual awakening aspect of it. This is a wonderful month to connect with the higher sources, to connect with, and if you're an Indian, there is definitely one or the other festival that you're perhaps celebrating in the month of October, right? It could be Dussehra, Navratri, Durga Puja, n number of festivals that come up in the month of October. This is a wonderful time for you to take out some time and connect to the Devi, specifically the Devi. We have the female energy showing up here, okay? Those of you who are coupled and there has been that cold war, that not seeing eye to eye situation, if that's been your situation, October definitely brings in more ease and more groundedness. Remember though, this is not a month wherein you or your partner would like to kind of put their swords down. They would just, kind of just make peace with. It is what it is, which means you should not be pushing somebody to give you a triggered reaction or to get a reaction out of someone. Be mindful of somebody else in your family or your love relationship trying to get you to, give a reaction to something that you're trying to just make peace with or have acceptance over, okay? If you're single, this is not really a great month for you to look at relationships, to be honest. This is a better month for you to go inward, do some work or alignment around what is it that holds you back from having meaningful relationships, and taking out more time for your other aspects like family, traditions, rituals, your career, your money. That seems more heavy if you're not really already seeing somebody. Then this perhaps isn't a month wherein I would recommend you to go all out or try to create a relationship with someone. You will definitely, even though you're single, will get options for sure, but perhaps not the best options showing up for you yet, okay? Talking about the Wheel of Fortune coming up in your health and spirituality showing up. Two aspects. Number one, something that has been either a painful physical chronic pain or a disease that you've been battling for perhaps more than a year. This is a wonderful month for you to find an alternative remedy for it, okay? So maybe you want to consult a second opinion of a doctor. And remember, this is a tarot reading. I'm not a legal expert or a medical expert, so you need to go ahead and see those experts when we're talking about health and spirituality. But this is more of a cards lens of indication of energy that we're reading for you, okay? There is a high possibility that for many of you, you're also going through a diet shift, which means you may actually pick up a specific diet plan, like a nutritionist recommended diet plan, and you start working on it, and that really would be beneficial for you if you have been already considering it. We did talk about spiritual awakenings. I'm not going to repeat that, but this is a wonderful month for you to let go of the past, pile number ones, in every way possible, because if you do, you're making way for fast forward, fast movement coming in all aspects of abundance, whether it's relationship, friendships, your family members, or your career aspects. Okay, we're going to move towards the oracle cards here and now see what shows up for you guys. If you've reached till this part of the reading and it sounds like how life is currently rolling for you, or what seems to be coming up, if I did resonate with you, do let me know in the comment section below that you've picked pile number 3 with a vehicle. Okay, it could be a car, it could be a bus, it could be a metro, it could be any emoji, but a vehicle, because you're definitely moving forward coming November. Okay, we have divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all the others to follow. The Tao, the divine flow at all costs. Love this message. We have ease. Okay, did we talk about this for what? Ease. Bringing in more ease into your relationships, into the way you look at people, surrendering and remembering that it is not meant to be a difficult uphill journey. Let people be who they want to be. And as I say that, we have individuality showing up for you. Every person has their own personalized study plan in the Earth School. A lot of your financial, professional and personal relationships are currently struggling, which would not in the month of October, if you're just allowing people to be who they want to be and you be who you want to be, and let things flow in its own pace. You may want to go to an event, your partner doesn't want to go to an event. Don't pull them to go to an event. I'm making simple examples, but to give you an idea, right? You want to go ahead and receive a particular amount of money from your employer by XX month. Instead of living in such ultimatums, just say what you want and then let things flow. If it's a no, this is not a wonderful month to push back. Just hear them out and let it be. Things will come back and come around and they would see things, whether this is your boss, whether this is your colleague, whether this is a partner. If somebody is not seeing your perspective right now, or why you're trying to say something, don't push it on them. Let it be. Time and their own experiences will get you aligned again. Okay, we did have that Aquarius card showing, Aquarius charm showing up for you, and the fact that you have individuality again pushes you to look at unity consciousness. We are different and we are unique, and yet we are all one and connected. If that's the way with which you approach October in every aspect of your life, you would find it to be a very easy flowing month. Okay, let's look at what Baba has as a guidance for you. Promises, and here you go. Okay, oaths and promises. This is a card that signifies if you have, or anybody in your family have taken any kind of a mannat, as we call it in Hindi, which means if you have promised, let's say if you get me 98% marks, I'm going to go and pray to you at Haji Ali, an ex-pilgrimage place. If any kind of those promises have been made, or I will fast for 40 days, or I will let go of non-veg, if there is a promise that you've made to the divine and you have not yet fulfilled it, please try to finish that off in the month of October. If you don't know what promise, if you don't remember any unfulfilled promise, I would suggest that you go ahead and donate to those in need. It could be like a food item that you donate, or clothes in the month of October, and give it away with that saying to whichever god or entity that you connect with, that I cannot remember whether it's me or my ancestors who have unfulfilled promises. Please forgive me for that, and take this act as an act of balancing out whatever I had promised to do. Okay, let us then look at what would be the different ways in which you can take care of yourself as these things come up. Connect with Earth, the number 4. Some certain dates in the month of October, which would be relevant, is definitely 13th. We have that showing up twice for you if you notice, with the death and the 13th. So 13th of October, which is right at the brink of that eclipse. Okay, that is a week I would strongly suggest, the week of 13, the week of 14, to not take any harsh decisions. Kind of lie low. Connect to the earth. If you're feeling very floaty, if you're feeling very anxious, take a walk. Okay, 13, 4, 7. 9. These are some relevant dates for you, and 10th of October, okay? Dance, we have that 9 showing up again. We've shuffled on camera, so if you've been a part of the trial preparation, this literally showed up later. Dancing, some of you, if you are Indians, if you're Gujaratis, Dandiya nights to different dance forms, let yourself loose and flow. That divine flow message coming back for you is another way you take care of yourself in the month of October. We have clean space. Look at the number of 9s we have here. Something is clearly coming to an end for you, pile number 1. That's a clear message again showing up. 9, 9 of Wands. We have the clean of space card. There's a lot of 9s energy, 18 with the number dance. There is a cycle ending and a cycle beginning starting of November for this pile. So I would strongly suggest you watch the 2023 reading. I've done that a couple of series. You will find that in the description box and the timeless reading, because there seems to be a significant last quarter for you, pile number 1, which is the November-December month, wherein you're being prepared. It almost feels like October is a month of preparation. October is a month of letting go of things that no longer make space for you. In India, we celebrate Diwali in the month of November, which again indicates that clean your space. People typically in the end of October will getting into that cleansing space mode, and all of that is showing up for you. If this has resonated with you and if I've helped you, please don't forget to hit that like button. It does help me a lot. It tells people like you that there would be somebody else who needs this help, and it will show up in their algorithm. Wishing you a wonderful Dussehra, a wonderful Diwali, and I will see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome and welcome back, Tarot Piles. Those of you who picked pile number 2, like me, and the owl charm. Owl, of course, it's funny. I've actually gone with 3 different. Did I just switch pile number 2s and 3s? I am not sure. We have to figure that out. Okay, I think in the intro the 1 and 2s and 3s are different, but I've picked the owl, so we'll go with the owl this time. Owl signifies wisdom. It is linked to the inner knowing and intuition. It's a loner bird which can travel and take care of itself and typically likes to spend time alone. It holds the divine spiritual guidance, which means it is the ever knowing, the ever seeing. It can see things in the dark, which clearly bring us to that conversation of 1, you're connecting very strongly to spirituality in the month of October. 2, you're seeing things in the dark. The things that have been hidden from you will start coming into light in the month of October. Super excited to see what this brings us. We are going to take the oracle cards later, and let's jump right into your tarot. So this is your career, money, finances. This is your love and relationships, and your health and spirituality. The different major arcanas right there for you. Okay, sorry, the camera is shaking. Here you go. Okay. So for career, money, finances, we have the Star card. Beautiful. Healing, wishes being fulfilled. Aquarius showing up for you here as well. I said as well because pile 1 had Aquarius energy within their charm. Justice is what's showing up for your relationships and family, and for your health and spirituality. We have the Devil. One of the best placements to get a Devil card is health and spirituality. I'll talk about it. Why? Okay, let us get into your tarot first to see what does the month of October hold for you. If like me, you've picked pile 2 and pile 3, I definitely do see how the owl and the Hamsa are already showing up and connected, okay? So, October, pile number 2, what can we expect? What's going on? For pile number 2, October, for pile number 2, thank you, Spirit. We'll only be taking uprights. Okay, we have too many cards that have fallen. So, let's see how many we take. We'll take the Queen of Cups because we've seen it. We will take 9 of Pentacles. Okay, and we have 2 of Pentacles, 2 Pentacle energy showing up already. So we do have a strong Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra. Okay, if you are a Libra like me, high five and happy birthday. Do let me know in the comment section below if you'd like me to make an Instagram reel or a shorts video on October birthdays. Okay, leave me a comment below, and if we have enough comments, maybe we will make one for birthday messages for October. Okay, October for pile number 2. What's coming up for the month of October? For pile number 2. Okay, wow. Look at that. You don't make this up. We shuffle this on camera and we have the divine counterpart showing up. Queen of Cups, we make them sit together, of course. 2 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Genuinely beautiful energy. with a dash of caution. So let's start talking. October. Let's first talk career, money, finances. Okay, unlike pile 1, your energy is more sorted and categorized, so we'll go like that. When it comes to your career, money, finances, there is a wish that is getting fulfilled. Now, this could be a wish like you acquire something, a wealth, a car, an asset, something of that sort. Or for some of you, this seems like the wish fulfillment that is happening is that you feel more independent and more confident. For pile number 2s, if anybody has been hoping or planning or trying to get that breakthrough when it comes to your own individual project, this could be a startup that you launch, this could be a creative project for many of you with the Queen and the King of Cups also showing up for you, or a second income or a third income source that you've been hoping to create or build, October will pick up pace for you. It will bring you into alignment with people who genuinely want to support your dreams. It will bring you into alignment also with legal and formal procedures, which once you've understood and mastered would also help you succeed in this endeavor that you're trying to get. So there is clearly emotional support from those you love when it comes to your startup idea, your creative project, or the career ambition that you hold. This may or may not, of course, be a startup project. There is an opportunity for you to do something on your own. Some of you have been hoping and planning and trying to make something happen for your parents or for somebody who you love and who's elder to you. October will bring you that opportunity to make it happen for them, for you to give them that gift that you've been hoping for, or easing up something for somebody that you've been trying to help them through professionally as well as for your family and relationships. If you are a student wherein you typically struggle with a particular subject, and for some of you this could be something to do with mathematics, science, those kind of analytical part of the subjects, there's a remedy that definitely shows up for this pile, which is to work with clear quartz crystal. In the month of October, if you're a student and you're struggling with science and mathematics, keep a clear quartz crystal right at where you work. It will bring you that mental clarity, that switching of the brain that sometimes you need. Also, donating yellow dal, yellow pulses on any of the on any of the Thursdays will really help you bring in that energy of Jupiter, the energy of Brihaspati flowing for you. Okay, that's a specific remedy for anybody in academics and struggling or has something important coming up. Donating yellow pulses on a particular Thursday. Okay, there's also a clear indication that if there has been any kind of a dispute, any kind of a challenge when it comes to your relationships, love life, or your career, that dispute is getting resolved in clearly your favor. Justice showed up in your relationship sector, and relationships, of course, while I've focused and I've asked about love and family, this can also, of course, show up in your professional relationships. There is a justice being served, something is being inked to paper, and a contract is being signed off. Some of you have been holding back creating something or signing off something during the Mercury retrograde phase. I strongly suggest to hold back until October 15th and then go ahead with it, whatever you're trying to do, if there's a particular formal documentation that you're trying to get into. For those of you who are single or have been looking, this is a wonderful month for you to connect to somebody who's very emotionally available. Some of you in this pile have a pattern of falling for people who are emotionally unavailable. October brings you that opportunity to break this, and this is going to be through just sheer will. Nine of Pentacles often indicates about our own self-sufficiency, our ability to overcome something without actually taking another person's help, being a self-starter, self-made. The fact that it's come with Queen of Cups and the King of Cups tells us that there is an opportunity for pile number 2 to emotionally mature and make those better decisions, better choices, sign those right contracts when it comes to the relationships or the partners that you're picking. If you are in a relationship already, this is genuinely a beautiful, beautiful spread. Some of you may be getting proposed or getting married, or there's a legality coming into play. You may be buying a house together, moving in together. Those kind of things are indicated in the month of October. If that seems like too big right now for where your relationship is, there's clearly emotional harmony. I mean, those are counterparts, literally counterparts. Okay, working with water manifestations, sipping a glass of water while channeling, charging it with positive affirmations. Those are some spiritual activities that you should definitely be doing in the month of October, pile number 2s. Okay, there is clearly somebody coming into your life, if you're single again, who is deeply connected to your emotional side. They may not be a great complement to your practical aspect or your professional aspect or your family, but who you are emotionally, this person will really see through that and connect with you from an emotional space. This is also a wonderful spread for anybody who is in the field of creativity of any sort. If you're an artist, singer, dancer, social media, content creator, those kind of professions, there is an opportunity for you to again connect to people who are equally creative as you are and create something literally out of the ashes, literally out of nowhere. The mindful or the caution for pile number 2 in the month of October is overworking or burning out or stretching yourself too thin. With the health card showing up with the devil, be mindful of overindulgence, overeating, over drinking, not sleeping enough, not being able to tackle the multiple sources of income or the multiple social commitments that show up. You may fall sick. I do not, try to sugarcoats when I see what I see in the car. I'm not a medical expert, so take it with a pinch of salt. You may fall sick if you drink water which is not very clean. So be mindful that you're keeping a check on where is the water coming from that you're drinking. So cleansing your water, being mindful of what you're drinking and keeping yourself hydrated. You may also fall sick because of hydration issues. So drinking enough water. As I said that, I'm going to take a sip of water myself. Pause the video and go take a glass of water and charge it with a minute of positive affirmations and sip it. Be mindful there and sip it. Go ahead and do that. When it comes to spirituality and health both, there's a need for you to balance between different ways but not overextend yourself in any kind of a ritual or practice, right? So if you're anybody who's doing any form of a sadhana or any form of a fasting or any form of a spiritual ritual that you repeatedly do, check it is not contradictory with another ritual or another practice you're trying to do. It's like, are your different rituals or different health habits in complement to each other, or are they pulling each other towards two different forces? Okay, this will mean different things to different people, but basically a call to action here is to look at, is your diet plan complementary to your exercise plan, or are they kind of demanding two different things? To give a simplified example, okay, similarly, are your rituals in place for you to realistically be able to manage them and not overwork yourself out? Okay, be mindful here of mental health issues when it comes to pressurizing yourself or pushing yourself to do more than you actually can. It is not, October may be a very busy month for you, pile number 2, so it's okay to say no to certain opportunities. I forgot to show you, your underlying card is the 7 of Cups, which is that FOMO. Mindful of FOMO attacking you to that extent that you want to go to every party, every event, every social gathering, and then you burn yourself out and get cranky or say something that you don't mean to, or create any of those negative karmas that we can avoid. So be mindful of your boundaries, be mindful of where do you feel nourished and nurtured. You're also going to be an an empath or a highly sensitive person in the month of October, specifically when it comes to being around energy vampires. So if there is somebody in your life, notice in the month of October, how do you feel when you are with a particular group of people? How do you feel once you meet a particular partner? Are you feeling uplifted and motivated? Or are you feeling down and out, and you're feeling like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing with my life? Are you getting into self-doubt? That is a matrix with which you check your own relationships. Okay, a wonderful month when it again comes to wish fulfillment, disputes getting resolved, emotional connectivity, and the ability to manage multiple things. You are a master multitasker, but remember, there's a difference between multitasking and overextending yourself and saying yes to everything out of FOMO. Okay, money definitely looks good. We have the 9 of Pentacles with the Justice and the Star and the Devil here, which is a great combination of money coming in, but be mindful of money also going out. Your health may actually cause you some expenses, so again, stitch in time staves 9. Drink clean water, keep yourself hydrated, nurture yourself, use water meditations, water techniques to keep yourself connected, soaking yourself in a warm bath. Those are some different spiritual practices that have definitely shown up for you in the month of October. Okay, if there is a situationship wherein you have been feeling like an option, like there's me and there's somebody else and you're trying to get chosen, you're going to get out of that pattern, or you're being asked to get out of that pattern. You deserve to be with somebody, pile number 2s, who undoubtedly chooses you, unconditionally chooses you. You should not be feeling like it is, it's like you have to be something or be someone or act like someone, or it's okay for you to be the second option for someone. Very specific message, but that showed up. October is a call for you to wake up that you deserve this counterpart relationship, not breadcrumbs of affection. Okay, that's a key message here. Let's look at what your oracle guidance says. We have non-duality. Let authentic humanity shine forth while also bound to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. You can have differences of opinion with a partner, with a work colleague. But remember that it doesn't always mean, and it rarely ever means, one person is completely right, another person is completely wrong. Staying in that balanced place, Libra energy showing up here, with that Aquarius tact. So Aquarius and Libra are very significant energies for you guys. Think through and let people be who they want to be. That's the same message that came up in pile 1 as well. So if you were drawn to one but you didn't pick it, you may have a message there for you, okay? Limitless. The opportunities, the possibilities are limitless. Do not walk yourself out of an emotionally content or emotionally healing relationships because you're scared of things that have happened in the past, or you're overthinking about the future. The opportunities that you attract in the month of October, but by being in this energy of Queen of Cups, taking care of yourself, emotional health, you will attract the right kind of people who will let you be you. That's a message coming up for you, okay? Look at that. Oh wow, I love this peacock spirit. Leave me a peacock emoji if you've reached all the way till this reading, because you're truly shining, okay? And shining because your heart space is open. Some of you have been reading or listening to a lot of messages, or have been doing consistent heart chakra healing. If you are, high five. That work is going to finally pay off. That intent, that chakra meditation, that aligning your heart space is going to finally pay off in the month of October. Do not shrink yourself. Okay, do not shrink yourself. Allow your uniqueness to be the gift for you and for your partner and for your professional aspects. Whatever you want to say, stand up and know that you can manage that project, that relationship, that task, that acquisition of wealth alone and single-heartedly. You don't need a lot of support, but you will have support. So say yes to the support when it comes in and shine bright in your own light. Okay, October is not a month for you to bite your words or try to think about the right way of saying things. Just say what you want to say, and you would see how beautifully people align to you. Just remember, those who are not aligning to your idea, your concept, your way of doing something in October, they may not be 100% wrong. They're just looking at something slightly differently. So have place for peace, something that Libra, of course, strongly signifies, okay? Do leave me a peacock emoji if you've connected to that message. Let's see what self-care ritual should you be doing, apart from a lot that we've already actually covered, okay? Strong second income opportunities for you, and as I say that, I turn the number 53, which adds up to 8, which is the number of Saturn, which is the number of foundation, success, growing something, using your own hands, creativity. Tarot is one of the way we, using my own hands. For my example, it could be pottery, it could be cooking, it could be anything that basically focuses or needs your hands. That's a way for you to get into that divine flow of manifesting, okay? Connect with your womb. Be mindful again of hydration issues, of feminine health, whatever that means to you. That means it could be your reproductive organs, your menopause, or your menstrual cycle. Any of that could show up, but I don't think this comes like a warning message of like something's going wrong. It's more like you will be in that creative flow, pile number 2, in the month of October. You'll be in that energy of that sacral chakra, the color orange, the color red, the color blue. These are some colors that you can work with in the month of October, okay? We have connect with your ancestors. For many of us in India, we do celebrate or we do observe Shraddh, which is basically paying homage to our ancestors. For those of you who are abroad or in Western cultures, there's Halloween. All of that talks about the veil is thin. Okay, this is a wonderful time for you to set up an altar for your ancestors, donate in the name of your ancestors, and you will feel their divine protection taking care of you in all aspects of your life. Maybe plant some trees, okay? A specific ritual would be planting some trees in the month of October in the name of your ancestors, okay? Any energy that you can connect with. Let's see the final message of what Baba has for you. Madhyam, oh, beautiful. You are going to be a medium this month to bring in joy into many people of life, into many people through you. And that is the medium that you're becoming for Baba's good work, for Baba's energy to shine through in your life. He is going to use your deeds, your words, in order to bring in joy into other people's life. And there is no big karma as a good karma that you can accumulate like that. So if there is an opportunity for you, pile number 2s, in any form or shape, as October unfolds, to take care of somebody, to help somebody, especially the animal, those who are in need, please don't walk away, because you might be actually getting an opportunity to receive the blessings, receive the boon of a wonderful karma done through you from sign. I have absolutely loved reading this. Leave me a peacock or a rainbow emoji. If you see a rainbow, that's definitely a significance that Baba is connecting with you. I've loved reading this pile number 2. I wish you all a wonderful October as always. Happy Halloween, happy birthday if you're a Libra. Take care, bye-bye. Welcome pile number 3s. Those of you who like me have picked 2 and 3 and there's been a jumbling. I think so, not sure. We'll check at it with the introduction. I think this was pile 2 and that was pile 3. I'm not sure if I've mixed it. But here you are, Hamsa. Hamsa, which is another tattoo of mine. I ironically have picked 2 charms today, which are 2 of my own tattoos, Owl and the Hamsa. Hamsa upright talks about abundance, prosperity, wealth coming in all forms and shape. Okay, river up down, it means protection from the evil eye, protection from negative energies, psychic attacks, everything. The fact that you've picked Hamsa clearly means that there is an overall all-rounded goodness coming in some form or the other. There's abundance of wealth clearly showing up already with that charm showing up, or a protection when it comes to protecting your wealth and money and finances from those who do not mean you well. Okay, let's dive right into what October holds for you. So this is your major arcana for career, money, finances. This is for your relationships, love and family. This is for your health and spirituality. We will turn those cards in a minute. I'm doing pile 3 slightly differently, I know, because I want to see for you guys. I was really pulled to see the tarot cards first. So let's look at what tarot shows up before we flip the major arcanas. Okay, what is it that pile number 3 can expect in the month of October? October for pile number 3, Spirit. Thank you. And we're only taking upright cards. Okay, we have quite a few that have fallen. In fact, you guys, I think, got an extra card. So let's see how this plays. We have the World, another major arcana showing up. A successful completion of a project which brings you fame, success, money. Okay, this could also, of course, mean literal travel, which means some of you may be traveling in the month of October. High five if you are, so am I. Tell me in comments below, where are you going? Okay, we have Page of Wands, that energy, enthusiasm, up on the rise. Something will complete and something new will immediately start playing up for you. We have Hierophant. Oh my God, that's 5 major arcanas already. We have the energy of fixed signs showing up very strongly. So Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus. Taurus is also signified by the Hierophant. The World signifies the 4 fixed energies. Those could be some significant zodiac placements in your birth chart that are getting activated, or somebody having those birth placements. We have the 7 of Wands. In fact, you guys have 2 extra cards. Okay, winning against all odds. We have Page of Pentacles. And we have the Moon. Oh my God, it's not funny. You guys have crazy amount of major arcanas. October is clearly a significant month, not one of those just another month. Okay, let's flip this now. We have, oh my God, this is beautiful. We have the Sun card. If anybody reads tarot, everybody knows, everybody wants to see the Sun card show up for you. Okay, authority figures, especially male authority figures, will really work well with you, would really appreciate you. We have the Empress, beautiful for your love and relationships. Those of you who are expecting or wanting to get pregnant, October could be a wonderful month for you. We do have the 2 pages showing up. Some of you, if you are hoping to deliver in the month of October, you may have twins, or a doctor may tell you that you are going to give birth to twins. Pages do sometimes represent children, of course, so that energy with Empress showing up highlights the children in your life. We have the Tower card showing up for health and spirituality. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so for your month of October, career, money, finances, the fact that you have the Sun card showing up as the major significator clearly talks about abundance, prosperity coming your way. We did have that Hamsa showing up already for you. and the World card. Some of you may be traveling abroad or getting a visa approved or any kind of a documentation which was stuck for a while against authority figures. In the month of October, you would see forward movement there. You may travel with children, or children may play a significant role in your travel plans, by the way, okay? With the World and the Sun and the Hierophant showing up, there is for many of you a promotion or an opportunity to shine bright against what other people had bet against you. So let's say there's a project at office, there's a business that you want to win over, but you've not really made the right moves yet, or nothing really in the 3D has been tangibly seen by your colleagues, your peers, your bosses, that gives any indication that this is going to play out in your favor. You may surprise people in the month of October with some quick wins or unexpected wins that come your way professionally, okay? Any form of a government exam, if you're preparing for one, or legal exam, those would play out really beautifully for you in the month of October, or the preparation of that. Slow and steady wins the race is a message that strongly comes up for you, pile number 3. So while there's going to be a lot of good things happening, please be mindful that you don't try to bite more than you can chew. The same message showed up in a different way for pile number 2. So if like me, you were drawn to pile 2s, there may be a message for you right there, okay? Spirituality, connecting to your connecting to elderly are showing up in 2 different ways. So maybe donating to an old age home would be a wonderful spiritual act for you in the month of October, okay? Be mindful of getting into a negative book or on the wrong side of somebody in the position of power. Do not go blazing guns in because you're feeling very successful, very optimistic, very beautiful, whatever it is, and say the wrong thing to somebody who will come back and bite you. There's a message here for some of you that somebody is plotting a revenge against you. Somebody has an intention of giving you back something that they feel you deserve, and it's not a very positive act, okay? How you protect yourself spiritually, we do have that tower showing up, is not putting your own foot in the mouth by saying things that land you into trouble. Be mindful of your speech, be mindful of where you spend your money, and do not try to take any shortcuts, any cutting the corners, or procrastination, which may lead you into professional or troubles with your relationship. Just a word of caution that showed up. There is somebody clearly plotting revenge against you, pile number 3, whatever that means to you, okay? And yet there is a high possibility that you can win against all odds. The 7 of Wands talks about taking the higher ground, letting go of petty battles, knowing and believing in your own inner self, and shining bright like the sun, okay? Do not get into ego battles with anybody in the month of October. That may not really sail well for you. You do you stay in your lane, and things will work out beautifully for you, okay? If you are somebody who's looking for relationships or you're single, the fact that you have the Empress showing up means all eyes on you. You're going to shine bright, and you shine bright not just because of you, and it does significantly talk about a makeover, a change in the way you look. The Venusian energy showing up very strongly with the Empress card being ruled by Libra, and it is the Libra season. There's something to also maybe do with your hair. Some of you may be planning to grow it longer or cut it short. So clearly, when it comes to physical glow up, that is definitely evident for you in the month of October. But more than physical glow up, you are attracting eyeballs because of your emotional maturity and the way you conduct yourself, the way you talk to people. You're going to attract a partner who would love your softness, if that's the right word I'm saying. There's a certain grace that they will see in you. You may not see yourself as graceful, that's a separate topic, but they would find you to be gentle or soft or graceful around something that will make them feel very attracted to you. We do have some significant zodiac sign placements here, of course, with Leo, Libra, Scorpio, all 3 showing up here. We have Taurus showing up with the Hierophant, and we did talk about the 4 fixed signs, okay? Moon signifies the Pisces, so that's quite a lot of zodiac signs for you. The fact that you also have the 2 pages here, one talks about adventure and one loves to take it slow, take one chapter at a time. The fact that you have both of them coming up talks about that need to balance. So there are some subjects, there are some conversations, there are some aspects of life or certain relationships in life wherein you would feel very excited to take the next step, to go ahead and propose the person, to go ahead and apply for the job promotion. Depends on which aspect we are talking about for you individually. It's a general reading, remember, right? So in some aspects you would feel like, I'm ready, I'm ready for the next level. I can't wait for the next adventure. I want to just take that leap of faith and see where it lands me. If you feel sure-footed, please listen to your intuition and go ahead and take that leap. But in many other aspects of life, or at least some other aspects of life, you're being asked to deep dive into what are your emotional motivators of choosing to do this relationship this way, or choosing to run your finances that way, because there is that Page of Pentacles and that moon energy telling us there's something still hidden. There's some emotional subliminal triggers that you're playing out of, perhaps making you slightly more defensive than you need to be, and you're not feeling that ready, or you're not that ready to take that leap. So focus. Okay, meditation is a strong message for you. So if you're not somebody who at least meditates 10 minutes a day, October will bring you immense mental and emotional clarity if you can just simply take out 10 minutes and meditate. Okay, whenever the moon shows up, it also connects me to, of course, the actual moon, which means look at what all moon placements or transits are activating your personal individual charts. The eclipse is happening, the lunar eclipse is happening, and the solar eclipse is happening in the month of October. I don't know why I said May. We have the sun and the moon, the father and the mother both showing up for you, and we do have that strong mother energy as well. Many of you may be healing your relationships with your family members. Some of you may actually choose to take some time out from your office and your other relationships simply to spend time with your parents or your mother. Okay, so for some of you, of course, this could be a motherly figure as well. It doesn't have to be the one who's given you birth, but anybody whom you feel very mothered by, you may actually choose to spend a lot of time with that person. This could be, of course, another elder sister or somebody like that as well. Okay, there is clearly some sort of an event or a occasion at home or your extended family that is coming up for you in the month of October. Okay, we know a lot of, I know a lot of us celebrate many festivals. It could be one of those occasions, but an opportunity to come together to do a spiritual act. Okay, some sort of a puja or some sort of a ceremony. And this is also where perhaps if you're single and you're looking, you may meet your partner. Okay, so don't say no to these events. If you are in a relationship, this is a wonderful month of coming into harmony. You're going to be seen in the right light by your partner and vice versa. What do I mean by that? Sometimes there's a certain love language that we want to be loved by, and our partner may be very loving, but they can't love us that same way. October is that month of beautiful harmony coming into play, wherein you and your partner both are choosing to love each other in the love language that you each understand. So for you, if it's words of affirmation, they will take that extra effort to make sure that they're speaking out loud to you what is it that they love about you, and vice versa, of course, whatever is their love language. Coming over to the Tower card, there is a clear call out here with that Tower's energy. Okay, some of you have been very aware about a particular habit that is destroying your health. This could be lack of proper sleep cycle, eating something in excess, or not taking care of your diet, or anything. Okay, something that you're very well aware of for n number of months, that this is not doing me good. I need to quit this, and you've not quit it yet. Take it as it sails with you. October, there will be an event which will ensure that you no longer go back to that particular habit. And the fact that you're watching this on the 1st of October, hopefully while I'm posting it, is that message that if you know something needs to be let go of as a habit, now is the time to do that consciously, without the universe asking you to, dragging you along and telling you that this is done and this needs to stop right now. That's a very clear call out message on health for pile number 3. Another thing that shows up with this at the Tower and the spiritual aspect of it, because we're talking health and spirituality, there is a rigid belief system. There is a rigid way, Hierophant and that 7 of Wands. There's a rigid way with which you have approached your spiritual life. There's a strict rules, and there's this energy of this is the right way and that is the wrong way. You're forgetting that life is happening in grays. You've forgotten that there can be many ways of looking at the truth, and there is no one true path only. There are many paths, and there is one true divine source. That is going to be a beautiful reminder or a beautiful opening up of the energies. I don't see this in a negative way, but in a positive way. Your mind will open up to accepting different spiritual practices, different spiritual beliefs, different ways in which somebody can connect to the higher self or their inner self for that matter, okay? There's clearly a call here for you to do some sort of a shadow work when it comes to how is your relationship with father figures, with authority figures. Are you consistently challenging them? Are you having trust issues with them? Are you somebody who's trying to always wear the big daddy shoes because you can't trust other people? This could be in different forms or shape, okay? Or are you very intimidated by them? There is a shadow work. There's a connection here that is being asked to be looked at in the month of October inside of you, maybe through journaling, through meditation, through therapy sessions, whatever works for you. How is your connection to your fatherly figures and authority figures? Because that is also ruling to a certain extent your relationship with either your children or your inner child, or the way you allow your ideas to thrive and grow, okay? It's almost like how your relationship is with authority or father figures holds you back in taking certain leap of faith or asking certain support systems, some questions. It's almost like something holds you back because you have some subconscious beliefs about those in power or the government or authority figures or father figures. It feels to me like for most of you it's a lack of trust, and that is what needs to be questioned. Where is this coming from? Can we heal this? Because somebody may have been untrustworthy to you. Your father may not have been showing up for you. That doesn't mean all the authority figures and all the people who are of that age group have a problem to solve, okay? There's clearly a call also here for breaking away from any kind of a dogma or any kind of a set grounded rule that literally holds you back from even running after your own dreams. Follow your heart, pile number 3 in the month of October. That is the message I'm trying to give you. The Empress always is creative in the ways she expresses herself. So deep dive and allow yourself to flow and create. Let's look at detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it is fulfilled. We've talked a lot about rigidity here, and what my message goes back to highlighting here to you with that card is you're desperately trying to manifest something, okay? You've been making vision boards, you've been doing scripting, you've been doing the 555 method, everything you've tried. What you're not understanding is you're so attached to the outcome of that manifestation. That in itself is the reason why it's not working. So drop it, okay? Drop that, and that's how you'll see things working out. Sanctity, we have that energy of Hanumanji showing up here, so this could be a deity calling to you directly. Though offering, even the mundane problem becomes a sacrament. Beautiful. This is that call that says you don't have to do extravagant things to be connected to the source. It's great to kind of set up an altar and go and donate something huge to the temple. All of those are great activities. Those big, larger than life claims that we make, that this is what I've done, or that 40 days fasting. But what is important for you to remember in the month of October is that every particular act, from brushing your teeth to taking a bath to going out on a walk with your father to how you clean your workshop, your work desk, everything is a spiritual activity. You can bring in divinity into those small acts and do them with the same love, the same devotion with which you would pray to the divine. There is that message here of remembering that you don't have to do extravagant things to be connected. Simply bring in spirituality into your day-to-day life. I love this message coming up for you as love. Only love matters. That's a book that after a very long time in a reading that has come up for me. It's a book by Dr. V's. So if you want to read that book, some of you may really have some messages there in that book. Only Love Matters, or Only Love is Real. I'm forgetting the name. It's the book of Dr. Brian Weiss. Tell me in the comment section below if you know. Otherwise, I'll write the name of the book in the comment section, in the description box for you to know. It's a book about reincarnation as well, okay? So some of you may actually meet a soulmate or a karmic connection who you've known in the past lifetime. Pile number 3 is in the month of October. Excuse me. The fact that the love and devotion both showing up, some of you may actually be connecting to that side of understanding love which genuinely is unconditional, because it is not expecting an outcome from someone. So this could be, of course, it's usually felt with children. You know, parents can love children without typically, I mean, if you're a good parent, expecting something in return. This could also be how you allow your inner child to play with other people without expecting them to give you something, do for you something, just being in that flow, okay? We're going to look at how can you take care of yourself in the month of October. We had chanting. I think this flipped in the pile preparation sense. So connecting to the divine can sometimes just be simply sitting down and chanting Om 108 times. That's one way to calm down a lot of anxiety that may come up for you in the... Oh, we have sign card that I flipped already. Change is on the way. We've definitely talked enough about it. The universe is making a breakthrough for you. The Tower card never lies. So there's something definitely coming in. For most of you, of course, it's a positive change. We have the Sun and the Empress. But again, I am giving that word of caution. If you know something needs to end and you're holding on tightly to it, a habit, a toxic relationship, a bad spending pattern, let go of it, because a change is coming and it will shake you up, okay? Wow, we have massage here. Getting connected to your physical body. This, of course, taking a literal massage, and breath work and noticing how your body is feeling, okay? If you have been... Some of you, okay, there's a very specific message coming in. Please take it with a word of caution. If there is something that needs to be fixed about your car and you haven't done it, please go ahead and fix it, because there's a energy here of a minor accident. I don't see anything major happening, but there could be like a minor accident on the road, or something that was not fixed may fall off. So something can fall in your home and hurt you, or something that needs to be fixed, like a car which is not done, can give you like a physical injury, okay? So don't take this as a fear mongering. Don't take every message that doesn't resonate, but that message has come up for somebody, so that message has to be given. Build strength. We're talking about physicality a lot with these self-care cards here, okay? Connecting to your physical body. How are you feeling throughout October when it comes to your physical aspects? Drinking enough water, going to the gym, sticking to that diet, all of that shows up with that Tower card energy, okay? Some dates which are significant for you in the month of October are 5, 7, 21, 8, 6. I think those are the dates I'm specifically challenging. 5th of October, yeah. I think I said that 5 and 7, yeah? That's where we started. That is what October brings for you. If you haven't yet seen the Timeless playlist, the Timeless Tarot Readings playlist, I strongly suggest you, pile number 3s, after you're done with this reading, go to that playlist and pick any reading subject, any topic that you're being called to, because there is clearly some sort of a spiritual guidance that you need to hear in the month of October, and I can definitely offer you mine, which is free, in the Timeless Readings playlist, okay? So if you're drawn to any of those readings there, you may have an additional specific message that can help you in the month of October. Thank you again for spending your time with me. Hit that like button if I've helped you and this has resonated with you in any way, and leave me the sun and moon, both the emojis, in the comment section below to tell me that you've picked pile number 1, and to tell other people who's picked pile number 1 as well. Sorry, 3. I don't know why I said 1, but 3. Sun and moon emoji. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.